Hello all, in today's video we're going to talk about Everquest Anniversary that will be starting on March 16th. So just so you guys know, if while you're in game, if you type /calendar, it pulls up in-game calendar and they're pretty decent about this. You'll see they have it marked down here March 16th and extends for a few months and so forth like that. So EverQuest Anniversary, this is one of my favorite time of the year. There's a lot of different things that are happening that are unique and best in slots or very useful clickies, uh, great augs, and the experience bonuses. So let's break this down a little bit on what I feel is relevant and what would make the best use of your time. So first thing is experience bonus. This is a great time leveling up, coming back to the game. So if you're just coming back to the game, this is probably where you're gonna be able to catch up the most because pretty much like almost everything you'll do is gonna give you some sort of bonuses and something stack. So first thing is, if you lesson, that's gonna stack. As far as questing is concerned, there's some expansions where when you quest and complete the quests, the experience bonus is substantial. So, for example, Torments of Elias, if you complete some quests here, like the Partisans, if you see the view reward, the experience is like 8.8, whatever here, 10%. That actually is bonused on top of that. So, if you're leveling an alt or something like that, doing these quests, you're going to get the experience bonus. Lesson does not stack with this though. So, if it's 50%, then you're going to be getting 15% for completing the quest and whatnot. Doing the hero missions for TOV and TOL, both of those, give great bonuses. This one here, you're gonna see it gives 18. So if it's 50%, it's gonna be 27, whatever it is. So great way. What else can you benefit from the experience bonus? Overseer stat, like you'll get bonuses of that. So if you get 5% for a quest and then 50%, then you'll get 7.5%. So Overseer as much as you can during the experience bonus time as well. Those are going to be your greatest thing. Collects. If you do collection, that gets bonuses. So if it's 3% and then 50%, you'll get like 4.5%. So saving your collects for this time is also going to be great. Awesome time to catch up into the game, or if you're leveling at all, or if your main needs experience, it's great. What it doesn't give is like some quests, some single like solo quests and things like that. So it varies. Uh, there's no real consistency, but the things that for sure give are the things I listed over there. All right, so what is important, what is not important? There's a lot of different quests going on, and basically what I did is I broke it down. So if you want a complete listing of all the quests, I always go to EQ resources. They're great. So if you're at EQ resources, you got the home page. They break it down very similar. They have their calendar, which is mimics the same thing that in game. And then the special events tab, you go here, EQ anniversary. You see they already have listings for the 23rd one, which is this year's coming out, so they checked it out on test. It looks like four solo ones, and then a mission. I did not see any rewards listed there yet, so we'll just have to wait. But if you want a sneak peek, go copy yourself onto test and give it a shot. It's over there. Anyway, what I did last year is make a Google spreadsheet. I'll put a link in the description here of basic items that I feel are still relevant in live servers. So if you're on TLP, obviously it's going to be a little different. But for here, so let's go backwards. We'll start at the earliest. So the earliest stuff that I feel is relevant, first thing is going to be the feather. This is in POK. Pretty straightforward. Kill, kill, kill. There's links and such here for Alakazam, maps, EQ resources. This feather here is awesome during group and raid, mana regen, damage shield, so forth. I'm sure many of you are well aware of this, but if you don't have this one, certainly it is a must. You definitely want to do this one. The next one here is going to be the Plane of War clicky, the totem. So for this one, when you do the mission here, and I'll probably make a separate video for this one here, uh, it's this blood metal totem that you want to get. The augs itself are probably irrelevant at this point, maybe great for low levels, but this totem here, what this is, well, let me go back in game. If you go to your A window, special tab, you'll see here the item no reaver fortitude. This is an evolve one that you have to shroud, and basically this is a passive AA. And it will give you armor class. So here's my theory. EverQuest itself is a game of micro gains. There's really not one single thing that's gonna be like, oh, holy cow, this is awesome. This is gonna make me turn my game around. I'm gonna be super awesome if I do it. But there's a lot of little stuff involved around. And if you do all these little things, then you'll notice a difference. So that one single thing will make or break you, but if you manage to do most or all or as many as you can, you'll notice a difference. So what is this? Armor class, right? So obviously this is better for tanky classes and whatnot, but because it's a passive AA, there's no reason not to. You don't need to do anything once you do it once. Right, so this enchanter, this is Zarax is my enchanter. Yeah, sure, armor class isn't great for cloth use, but why the hell not? You know, it's something. You do it once, you never need to worry about it. I think at 105, it's like 100 something, so it's substantial boost. So I'll make a video later on once this is current, because I have some new characters that I'm leveling up, and I'll show you the quickest way. It should take about 90 minutes to do all the fully evolve. Uh, of it. So a little time consuming, but again, you do it once, you don't need to worry about it ever again. So we'll do that. All right, next item is going to be Liquid Courage, Golden Helm Morales X. So, oh, sorry. Well, this is a trophy. Decent trophy. At this point, arguable if people still use it or not, but not a horrible thing. It's more towards tanky-ish. So over here, defensive clicky here, diplomatic papers. It's a clicky that mitigates a tiny, tiny, tiny bit, but again, it's free. You do it between your spell casts or whatnot. No reason not to get it. It's one time a year that it's available. Why not? Do it. Next thing here, life tap clicky, necrotic bone. So this one here I like a lot. So what is this here? Does a life tap for 22,000, whatnot. Why is this substantial, like important? So for casters, and maybe I'll make a different video for this, but basically the way it works is when you're casting a spell, uh, you'll see there's a cast time and then everything grays out. I like to call that the global cooldown time, where you can't do any spell casting. It's about a 1.5 to 2 second time where it takes all the spell gems to recast. So during that time, you can actually do other things. You can hit AAs or item clickies. So for example, if you're a caster and you're burning, you hit a nuke, nuke, nuke. In between the nukes, you can do clickies. You can click your feather, your horn, you know, your Rune of Talon, whatever. So it will add more DPS to your character. Um, Another great one here is the Dark Shield. So all these little clickies that you could do in between your spell casts is just more free DPS, and it doesn't take any mana. It's free, so it's useful. Okay, so where are we at here? Here, Cleansing Ground, Cleansing Rod. Another good one. It's cures. It's self-clear clickies, cures, good, great for survival, a little less load off your healer, whatnot. Drunkenstein, probably the best item from all the anniversary stuff. Fast cast time takes you directly to PLK. You do need to make some hotkeys. It's done Abysmal Sea. Awesome, awesome, awesome. You can't argue with it. It's really, really good. Um, you can pretty much not have to kill anything. You just make the hotkeys and you do it. So look it up, read the comments, and do it. This is the Hate Fury raid. This is the clicky that I mentioned earlier, the shield. This comes from the raid. I would imagine at 120, it's probably two or three groupable, safely. If you're elite, maybe one groupable, but I would say two to three to be safe at this point, reasonably geared. Uh, this is probably the best clicky to uh, click between spell weaves because of the fast refresh time, right? And such. So get that. That's definitely worth it if you're a caster, DPS, or hybrid. I mean, sorry, casters pretty much, and healers. Okay, next one. Tent. One of the best trophies. I would still say it's somewhat used. The stats itself is really good. Um, do it. So with this one here, it is actually meant for 12 people. So if you are struggling to do it with just, single group, you can add more people to it. I did make a video uh, of how to do it and explaining it. Uh, Basically, one full clear should give enough for one tent. Otherwise, you may have to do it multiple times for the side ones. But the last two pieces are unique, like you only get it once. Collector's bag, that's pretty self-explanatory. If you like shiny things on the floor, you could get this once a year. It's awesome. Fishing rod. This is the best fishing mod in the game. Also, it's unbreakable and it is tradable, which is very odd, but it is tradable. So certainly do this as they throw it on all the tunes that you can. It's decent. The next one, formal dinner party. This is the AUG, the extruded black AUG, if you do it correctly with the bonus, which is guessing the correct who done it one. This is a great one. I did make a video for this one as well. You can watch it. Basically, you go around killing stuff and looking at ground spawns, comparing it and such. It could take a little bit of time because if you have some bad luck, you may need to clear it all. This one here, this is last year's, the two augs. This one here, the augs are still relevant. They're very awesome. But the bonus reward here is the unified Phoenix Feather. This is the same thing as the horn. They are on the same timer. I'm sorry, they are on the same buff, so they cannot be used at the same time. However, they are on different timers. So again, if you're a group or raid content, this is awesome. You click one, wait till it fades, and then you click the other. It's decent mana regen and recovery items. So they should be used almost always as refresh. As soon as they're up, great communication between your groups and whatnot. So get this done. This is a must. The unified feather and then this. With the feather, um, everyone in the group will get it if they're in zone when the turn-ins are done of the pages. So just keep that in mind. A video here talks about it, so get it done. They did change it though from when I made the video, where it locks and gives you the lockout timer, so you can't just drop it and re-get it. You have to do it to the end. If the name spawns, great. If it doesn't, well, you're screwed out till next lockout. So they made it a little bit harder, well, a lot harder actually, to get the augs, especially the one you need, because it's 50-50 chance once the name spawns, if it spawns, and the lockouts are part of that. So this one here, I would kind of prioritize a little bit as far as timing is concerned, because it will take longer to get the aug that you want, and certainly, you know, expect a little disappointment because I think it will take some time unless they change it again this year. So we'll see. And that's about it. So one real notable mention. It's in the 5th year anniversary. If you're into currency and you like the new mounts and everything like that, this quest here, the Jimothy Jr. one, this one here, at least for now, is going to be the best one for currency. So if you're farming currency, you have the playtime, you're able to do lockouts or as many, few times a day. This one is going to be the best time use of it. So these items here are pre farmable. And if you go EQ resources, You'll see it here. Collect these things, get a bunch of them. It makes the quest take a few minutes. You'll get the currency. It's a shorter lockout time. Blah blah blah. Continue to do this and other stuff. You'll get currency to get the new mounts or whatever mounts that you may have missed previous years. But this one here, if you like that, this is the one that I would strongly suggest to do as a priority. All right, so that's it. I hope everyone will get themselves ready, figure out what they want, and get it done. Because again, limited time. You're not going to be able to see this any other time of the year, only this time for anniversaries. All relevant, all useful items that will make the rest of your year better. All right, thanks again, guys, and hope you have a great time. And during this time, I'll make new videos for the new stuff coming out that I feel is important, the totem one, and stuff like that. All right, bye bye.